yeah, I want to hear about the first time you met and what you thought when you guys saw each other, and when was this?
Yeah, well, it's a little confusing. Bruce was really lonely, and he's losing weight, and I was getting pretty lonely too. And my sister from Virginia came to visit, and I was thinking about maybe selling my house or renting it out or something. As I was rattling around there with my cat and dog, and it was just lonely. And so anyway, she said, "Esther, you need a man in this house. I'm going to pray." And it was like 2 months after that when things just really started rolling, you know, it was amazing.
And you were lonely because you guys had had previous marriages, and
I had, you know, my husband had been gone for 3 years, and Bruce wasn't even a year, but you know, men have a harder time with it, I think, than women do. But yeah, and so we're not really sure how we met exactly.
Oh, yeah, but went into, was it McMenamins?
McMenamins.
McMenamins, went into McMenamins, and I'm walking down the row, and I see about as far 10, 15 feet away, this lady with a beautiful smile. And I said, boy, to myself, boy, she's got a beautiful smile.
Oh, yeah.
And then I said, what's she doing with that young guy there anyway? And said, she must be robbing the cradle or something. Anyhow, so I dropped by, stopped, and I said to this young fellow, I said, give this cradle, give this cradle, give this carnation to this lady across from you. And he said, thank you very much. I said, I will. But I still didn't know what the relationship was. It turned out it was her son.
okay.
It was her son. She was having a...
So did you propose to Esther, Bruce, or was it a mutual agreement, or how
Well,
did that
I
happen?
think, how about we were driving down the Second Street. We're driving down 2nd Street, and we're going to see something at the community center.
It was a concert, you know, And we'd been having a lot of dates. I mean, boy, once we got going, we really did. You know, it was a few weeks
So I
before
said
Christmas.
to Esther, I said, now Esther, I said, Esther, after we're married, then we can do such and so, such and so.
Yeah, and I said, what? I said, you never asked me. And
Well,
you said,
well, repeat after me. Esther, I take you, Bruce, as my husband.
I will.
I will. Anyhow, that was the...
I was so shocked that, you know, after I'd said, and he said, well, and then so I was kind of stuttering, and he said, well, just repeat after me.
I'd like to think I said the marriage vows, but what I was basically saying is, will you marry me?
Yeah.
And she said,
I thought she'd never ask. No,
yeah,
no, I don't know what
that
we
was kind
said.
of, that was.
Also, it was kind of like Cinderella. You know, I found my prince at the time.
So Esther, you have in your hand some love notes, I guess, that you wrote to Bruce.
Yeah.
Could you read one or two?
For sure. Yeah. These were. I'd say these. I'd written them down, and let's see here.
Looks like you copied them.
Oh, I know.
That's copies. You sent some to your friends?
Well, the very, let's see, the very first one, well, this was like right after our first date. And so it was, when my telephone rang, I was surprised it was you. My heart pounded so loudly. Did you hear it too?
Yes.
Sharing together was such a treat, just chatting at Sherry's while we had something to eat. Your critters are cute and help fill your life, but I know you still miss your wonderful wife. So, you know, I think being older and having been married so long, I think we wanted to respect each other's marriages before, and I think we always have. We know that we had a good life before, and this was, like Bruce says, kind of a continuation of our life together, because you know, we are just so happy. I mean, it's just the honest truth. We just have the best time, and I just wish everybody could have the marriage like we do. You know,
And you know what?
What?
I wish I had a smile like yours.
I love your smile.
I guess you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No.
You do have a beautiful
Oh,
smile.
gee, thanks.
That's what I saw at McMenamins that day.
Oh,
Was
really?
your smile.
Fix his sweater.
Tummy. Okay.
Yeah.
Bruce, you have one of one of the poems that Esther wrote to you, one of the love poems. How did you feel when you got those the first time?
I was amazed, especially after our first get-together, when I went out to the back door the next morning and there was a sack of cookies on my back door with a sweet note. Not the ones you read, but there was another sweet note, and that was very special. And I have one here.
I would love to hear
Can I
it.
read that to you? Okay, this is by Esther Huffman. Oh, the agony of bliss when you give me a kiss, or even a wonderful hug. It makes my heart flutter, my knees turn to butter. I believe it must be the bug. By your cheers, charm. What is that, honey?
Charm, I've been smitten.
Oh, okay. Me too.
Yeah.
By your charms I've been smitten. I know I've been bitten. But tingly toes are just the start. I need to be sure, if love's to endure, that God's put this love in my heart. And I could say that God's put this love in our hearts.
It's true.
All right. Thank you, dear.
That's fantastic.